I'm getting lessons from Daisy later.
Okay, right. And you doing the first verse? Cool.
I've got my reading glasses. No. My lovely Rory. I'm pretending I'm a bloke called Todd. Yeah. You might know it. But you meant to walk up and down. I'll just sit here. What? Would you stand up? No, stand up then. It was late last night. Got a feeling that it wasn't right. and a feeling hit me up so strong about you. Then you gazed up at me, and the feeling was plain to see, 'cause I saw the light in your eyes, in your eyes. Though we had our fling, though I never was something, till a little bell began to ring in my head, so I learned to run. So I knew it wouldn't have me now, 'cause I could never love no one. So I said, 'cause my feelings for you are just something I never knew, till I saw the lights in your eyes, in your eyes. Take it, Kirsty. Cause you did every boy and all the rest in my eyes. And I ran out before, but I'm not gonna do it anymore, 'cause I saw the lights in your eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes.
The recorder is a very underrated instrument, and it's my mission to get it trendy again. I might have to use someone else to do that. And I've forgotten my reading glasses. Right, so, oh no, are we really doing this one? Right, look, I seem to have strange my voice as usual, so Daisy, do you want to sing the chorus with me? Lady Gaga always remembers his ways.
Robbie can sing the chorus.
Oh, come on, right, listen, just, it's not halfway through, we're not halfway through. No, we're making you work very hard for it, because I've decided to do it. Does anyone want anything else to drink? Because honestly, or open the door a bit wider. Mark, can you push the door open with the patch? Can you push the Okay, because I'm feeling a little bit fragile today, I'm not doing this as a power ballad, it's just makes me squeaky. But Claire's forced me into this, so I'll do it. That's kind of different. Arizona sky, burning in your eyes. You look me not meditating. And my voice, I'm just sort of saying, I'm not playing instruments, I'm not singing about it. But that's fine. So, I think we're doing all right considering Allison's been on for 40 hours. She slept on a park bench in Athens last night. Missed her flight, don't tell her daughter. Right, are we going to do what you are going to do? What's up?
Not
What are we doing now? One more song? One more song?
Is that a final song?
Yeah, all right.
Oh my
Well,
God.
shall I sit on the drum?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, I might sit on the drum, hold on. No, no, hold on.
Is it my sound doing the mic, please? Is it too early for sound, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. We're amongst friends.
Hi.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're just going to sing together.
it's okay.
I don't want you to do it. Okay, we're going to sing for What's Up, so John, can you sing with us? Or not you want to?
Yeah.
That's really
It's easy to say, it's this. Ready? 25 years of my life is still trying to get up this great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly as I knew I should that this world's made up of a brotherhood or blood, or whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, that I what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I ask what's going on. And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I try. Oh my God, oh, I try. I try all the time on this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray every single day for a revolution, and I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? Very brave today. 25 years of my life is still trying to get up this great big hill of hope for a destination. Woo-woo. You know, guys, you could do this too. Every single one of you here, because I used to be a music teacher, so that's probably quite surprising. You could sing, and you can sing. So don't, be encouraged by our attempts. And we have fun. So thank you very much.
Okay, so thanks so much for listening. And next, we are moving on to Thomas Stimson, who's one of our artists. Now, I've worked with Henrietta, yay, who's an amazing artist. She's got 2 pieces here. And can I just say, she has an art agent as well. So So she creates lots of beautiful, interesting, deep, wonderful pieces. And I met Henrietta in the pandemic. When I was sitting in Australia, I just had a big operation, and we joined with some other people we'd never met before online, and we've done quite a lot of exhibitions down south together, which is wonderful. And Henrietta Thomas is an artist, and I'll let him introduce himself to you. And we hung out in Arley recently, an exhibition down there for a week, which was lovely. Welcome, Thomas. I'm going to sit down and listen to what you have to say. Do you want me to use the microphone?
I'll go now. I think that's right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Tom Stinson. I served for 26 years in the military. So I had service over in Iraq and Afghanistan. So the first thing I want to do is I want us all to do a breathing exercise. Loud bang. I'm used to loud bangs, so that's okay. I'm quite calm, so we'll do some breathing. So all together, what I want to do is just take a deep breath in, up through the nose. Hold. Close your eyes if you like to as well. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And another deep breath in through the nose. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and deep breath out. Good. So hopefully now we should be feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit relaxed, and we're now going to have a quick 5-10 minute chat about my journey into art. And the way I'm going to break this up is really taking it through, they call it the hero's journey. I like to call it the artist's journey, where we talk about how the start of the journey. So I came back from there and wasn't very well at all. So I collapsed, ended up having multiple seizures, and was really quite broken. And I went and did art therapy. And when they sat me down in the room and said, "There's a bit of paper," I got up and walked out. Now I look at that now and I laugh, having been around the National Gallery today, how good and how healing art can be. So look at it as being in the ordinary world. So my experiences left me pretty broken. So I had to learn how to really live again and become myself again. And so that journey took me through doing art therapy, and art therapy was the first step really, was to me to externalise, because I wasn't able to verbalise the trauma that I was experiencing. That in itself was amazing, because what it did, it sets you on a process and a 5-step pathway which will take you through as an individual from being pretty broken into having the emotional intelligence at the end to be able to convey how you're feeling, how your emotions are feeling, and how you can talk about the benefits of art. So for me, the call is a call to adventure stage 2, and that call to adventure was to actually start making art. And I've been very lucky. I've had a lot of support from many people around, certainly Henrietta, and thank you to Kirsty for allowing me to have some work up in this exhibition, because this is the culmination. This is really stage 5 for me, is part of that process, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But the creative process of being able to make art was able to put down on paper the emotions that I couldn't convey and discuss. And verbalising is part of it. So I did have counselling therapies, and I did have medication, and I had the clinical input, as well as then trying lots of different things. And I did try lots of different things because I wanted to be, I had hope, and I always say hope stands for hold on, pain ending. So if you go away with one thing, have a bit of hope. All right. The next thing is externalising that. So by externalising, I mean putting down on paper or canvas or sculpture those experiences. And so you can put it down in many different ways. It could be writing, it could be poetry, it could be singing. You know, there's lots of great songs that have been made from people that suffer with pain. Looking at Vincent van Gogh's works, I've been very fortunate to go and see lots and lots of art in different places around London, and over the last few days up here, which you've got a wonderful selection of art. So I'm grateful to see all of that. The transformation, the sort of stage 4 from 3 really is externalised. Once you've externalised everything and got through that painful times, I mean, my journey is 10 years, okay, so that gives you an indication of how long that's taken me to move through those different stages. The transformation process is post-traumatic growth, we call it. So I say PTSD is a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, okay, and anybody can suffer with PTSD. It's not a veteran-focused phenomenon, as you well know. Lots of people suffer. 5.2 million people referred through to the NHS just last year. So that gives you an indication of the scale of the issue and the problem that we're talking about. The artistic journey for me, it made bridges, and it made me tap into that emotional reality of that actually doing art was something that was soothing, it was relaxing, it lowered the stress, and I found my flow state. So I always say we get the head, the heart and the hand working in unison. I found that was really helpful to be able to, you know, if I was ever feeling down, depression and anxiety are sort of comorbid with PTSD. So you have that to deal with, and that in itself brings its own challenges through isolation. And art, yes, it's an isolated subject, but by doing things like this, we all come together. That is a rewarding element. And going on to stage 5, we talk about that resilience. So what does art bring you? It does bring you resilience because you have to create your work in isolation sometimes. You can create painful art to you, which you need to then, you know, put that trauma down on paper or in paint. But it does give you a resilience and a toolbox that you can have through the rest of your life, and an emotional intelligence to be able to cope and deal with what life throws at you next. So that's sort of the important part of stage 5. And I just want to finish with this, which is a lovely thing, which I sort of did a painting. Right at the start, if I may, I'll just pick up and read this. Kintsugi, a philosophy of resilience, a celebration of imperfection and a roadmap of transformation. It teaches us that breaking isn't failing. Remember that. It's just the first step in becoming something more beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Thomas, for sharing a bit of your story. It's been lovely to get to know you a little bit, and I'm sure we're going to exhibit again in October in London, and a few other artists here are going to join us too. So thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Benefits of art and mental health. Fantastic. So, next up, Daisy, Charlie and Robbie are going to share some singing, maybe a bit of keyboard playing. They actually haven't done anything since the last school. So they've just rocked up. They're all in the university, and they've just not seen each other for a while. So they've rocked up. So what are you going to sing? Yeah, so what are you going to sing, guys? Okay, I'm going to let them take over now.
Yeah.
So Charlie, do you need a keyboard?
Yeah.
Do you need players to play anything? Right, players going to play as well. Sorry, players going to play as well. Yeah. What are you going to start with?
Well, I'm going to do the
Yeah, we'll start with the Dell. Right, I'll let Daisy tell you what they're going to do. They'll work it out. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get ginger beer. Does anyone want to have another drink for a break? It's hot. Do you like another drink?
I'd love to do that. There's no music. Someone like the love to do
If you are preferred, you keep it too.
That's yours, Susie. That's fab, thank you very much. Cheers. There you go. Do you want some of this? It takes a lot to redistribute.
I think this might have been the last bottle, unfortunately.
Alright, well, what's that? Really nice. I mean, vanilla.
By the way, sorry, I just wanted to say, if anyone wants to hear a bit more about the artists, the information is in some pamphlets on the drinks table, so feel free to grab that and have a read as well. Okay? Because I did print out the labels, but I didn't have time to put them on the wall. And I meant to say, look, thank you so much to our daughter Lily as well, for helping with the exhibition, putting it up on the walls. To my mind about thanking everyone, in case I forget. And also we have put some pictures on the as well. And Robbie as well. And we got back to the first cycle for 10 hours on Friday. And I sing something for a 10-year-old lad. He was there from 11 till 9. And he was going to be there 11 till 1. So thank you, Rory.
I'm Daisy, and this is my good friends Charlie and Robbie from school, and we all were into the musical world at our school, so we kind of got together at some points. But yeah, my mum wanted us to do this, so here we are. Didn't have a choice.
Cash reward.
Yeah, so we didn't really have a choice. But anyways, yeah, so basically Charlie's playing the keyboard, and Robbie is a very good singer, songwriter. You should listen to his work when it gets released. It's very good. Just want to put that out there. Yeah, anyway, so I think we're gonna sing Make You Feel My Love by Adele, the last night. Yeah, Bob Dylan original. And then that was me, like it was like this Leavers concert, me and Charlie did that with this guy, Johnny. But we're just gonna sing a bit too. And then we're gonna sing this song called Make My Heart Fly, which me and Robbie sang at Burns Night in front of our whole year, which was really good, but then also really awkward because I was like, we stopped singing, really remembers it, and I was like, oh, we're not done yet, and then, anyway, yeah, it's just really awkward, but I'm by singing this night, okay. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing Adele first. Yay!
Put your microphones right up there.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
But yeah, so that was Adele, and now we're gonna do Well Done, Charlie. Yes, we have it. So yeah, this is now song from the Sunshine on Leaf as well. So yeah, we practiced this a bit. We haven't done it over a year together, so hopefully you remember. It's a duet, so hopefully you remember. So,
Yeah, could we get to the first point, two of that, which sort
please don't go rushing.
yeah, it was like, please don't go.
Yes, it's
Please don't go rushing by. Stay and make my heart fly.
Please don't go rushing by. Stay and make my heart fly.
'Cause you never seem to know the time when you're with me. You can tell it to the birds, I'll tell the bees. I can't do any more to get inside your door.
I can't anymore. Please let me inside your door. 'Cause you
Never seem to know the time when you're with me. You can tell it to the birds, I'll tell the bees. You never seem to know the time when you're with me. You can tell it to the birds, I'll tell the bees. Please don't go rushing by. Stay and make my heart fly.
stay and make my heart fly. Yeah, that's it.
I didn't know you were doing that. I didn't know you were doing that.
Oh, well, thanks so much to Robbie and Daisy. So they did that off the cuff because they think it's wonderful. And to Claire for stepping in and improvising and bringing a bit of drama there, which was fun. And this is what this is all about, riffing and being creative and actually being a creative family as well. And yeah, it's a song about love. And love is a wonderful thing and it comes in many forms. And yeah, I enjoyed that first song. I enjoyed the Proclaimers as well because that's a touch of Scotland and that's where we are. That's a sense of place for me. And that's all here today. So, we're moving on to our final little segment. We're here till about 7 and so we can mix and mingle till then and look at the art, have a few more drinks. But before we do that, I'm going to invite Tom Binney, who's an artist, who's got a few pieces in this exhibition. But he is also a published author, and he's going to come up and
the Travis latest book. So over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Kirsty. After all that great music, I feel like the stars have left, and you know how the Janny can go on the stage and find the mic still live, so you just take it from that. So I've recently published this book, and called Cambridge Affair, and I'm using this just to do Kirsty's invitation to do a bit of a reading from it, and a bit of marketing on the book. But for this occasion, I've got copies for sale at the back, plus a couple of my other books, and £10 each, but to say half of that is going to one of Thomas's charity to support people with mental health and problems. So just to let you know, so I'll sell the book a little bit, and take the opportunity to have a look at that. There's also at the back a little sampler, so if you're not quite sure, you can read the first chapter. Now, just to try and make reading a bit more interesting, Daisy has agreed to come into something to play the girl. So she's the character in the book is a lovely 19-year-old attractive girl. The one I'm going to play, be the narrator, is about a 20-year-old guy. So I think you've got to use your imagination here. If I'd been quicker, I could have grabbed one of these guys. And I wanted to do it because that was good. Right. So but to introduce, we're not going into chapter one. It's quite unusual in a reading because most authors start with chapter one. Jack, the protagonist, is a guy who's a bit lost. He's 23. He's been to a boys' school. He's been in the Air Force. This might seem familiar. He's not experienced with women at all. But knowledge makes very interested. So he's found his way to Cambridge University. In a very male course, computer science and then civics, which I've heard of. But he does go to a disco and spy a girl across the room. This is actually chapter 2, so they've walked home, she's teased him a bit, but all he's left with is her name as the college bell went and she ran to get in on time. There's a slight reference to Cinderella there. So this is Joe. At this stage in the novel, you don't know what sex, gender Joe is. Now he wanders around, we're getting to the bit, he wanders around, expects to see her the next day. But Cambridge is big, there's no internet, there's no WhatsApp or anything else, and he expects to see her, but he doesn't, and this is where chapter 2 comes in. So I'm going to be narrating, it's only 5 minutes, so don't get worried about it. And Daisy's going to come in totally unrehearsed to play, not Joe, but another female. Okay? Jack hoped to see her in passing the following day. He felt there was something tangible, a destiny, but he didn't. And slowly he began to realise it was less likely than he'd imagined. Then again the following week, surely, again, nothing. Perhaps destiny needed a nudge, and he began to look more proactively, going for walks at the end of the day, mainly around the streets of her college. And then, when she occupied his nighttime thoughts, he did the same in the morning. But again, nothing. He tried to let it go, but she crept up on him from within, and was often an actor in his sleepy imaginings. He knew of obsession and lunacy, and became determined to moderate his behaviour. Instead, when the thoughts of her entered his head, he learned to smile and cast her as an illusion, a dream, an event that did not occur in his reality. As time went on, Michaelmas rolled into Lent, and he could no longer quite picture her, not fully, and with that the desire and distraction diminished, apart, that is, from the occasional sharp pang he felt when some other stimulus returned to him, to that singular evening, a bench by a tree, the moonlight on the water, and smell of damp grass. And then, in one such moment he caught a passing glance of someone familiar, a girl, Not her though, another. Striking in a different way, with long wavy red hair, freckles, smaller, with flowing clothes. Not as thin as Jo, shapelier. This girl was at the dance, wasn't she? In the crowd with Jo. What to do? Without thinking, he turned and followed her. Looking but not looking, which immediately felt creepy. She was with a crowd of other girls, Jo wasn't there. Books and folders in hand, chatting as they walked. Yes, in the direction of Jo's college, but how to? The group stopped without warning, and he was forced to walk past. He didn't think they'd been aware of him, but the path grew thin of people, and anything else would have seemed very odd. But Jack walked beyond them by a few yards. He heard an exchange of goodbyes and turned. Both fortune. Good fortune at last, to see the girl he remembered, now coming in his direction. He stopped. Instinctively, nothing planned. Hello? There was no response. Sorry, I'm Jack. I thought I recognised you from a dance a few weeks ago. She paused and glanced, but didn't turn to face him. Her demeanour indicated an intention to walk on.
I go to many dances, Jack.
Oh, it was a Friday night, the Archaeological Society disco thing.
Yes, but I don't remember you.
No, well, you wouldn't. I'm sorry, it wasn't you. Now I'm in trouble. You were in a group. There was a tall girl. She laughed.
Now I am insulted, Jack.
No, it's not that you're not. She laughed again and caught the drift of his shy approach, turning to face him.
What is it you want? I can't hand out my phone numbers of girls who stood you up.
No, she didn't. I'm making a mess of this. Her name was Jo, tall, slim, dark, short hair, and a long black coat.
And Jo is what? Joan, Joanne, Jolene, who?
I don't know.
How do you know she wants to see you?
I don't.
This isn't going very well, is it? I need to go.
The girl hesitated.
Walk with me if you like.
They walked on.
If I did know this person, what would you want me to do?
Just say that I was asking about her, and I would like to see her again.
Why does she not know that already?
Jack was silent.
Jack, if a girl wants to stay in touch or have another date, she usually lets the boy know. Otherwise,
She shrugged. It wasn't like that. In your mind, sorry.
in your mind, maybe.
Well, maybe. Maybe you're right. The college bell went, you see, and she had to run.
Write down your details.
She fished out a loose piece of paper and an armful of lecture notes. So you do know her?
I'll ask round. I'm admitting nothing.
Jack pulled out a pen and walked a few steps to sit on the low wall nearby. He paused to think.
You can't remember your name and college.
No, I need to say something more.
You mean she won't remember you?
There is that possibility.
Better be good then.
Jack talked her through it. Despite her constant teasing, the girl had softened, and her pleasing smile indicated that she was now enjoying the interaction. She sat down beside him and did not seem unsympathetic to his position. Jack handed her the sheet, unfolded, inviting her to read. Hi, Jo. If you would like to meet again, please come for a coffee or whatever. Please come to the bench. You know which one. Saturday at 3 o'clock. I will wait an hour and didn't disappear forever. Yours, Jack.
That's alright. No kiss.
I thought I'd be presumptuous.
And cowardly.
As the girl stood up, Jack snatched the sheet back and scrawled X, which he immediately regretted because it was clearly a postscript. He looked up and asked, "What's your name?" She put her hand out for the paper, which he misunderstood and shook it instead, making her laugh. Again she nodded, indicating the paper. "Oh, sorry."
It's Aoife. See you, Jack.
He stood for a good few minutes, now smiling at the meeting, pleased at this unforeseen window of hope, the idea that he might at last make contact with the girl he once saw at a dance.
Sorry?
Hello. I like the microphone. Thanks so much, David. Tom.